Hey NBA 2K MyLeague fans, I am back with another NBA 2K MyLeague expansion series video with those Cincinnati Lions. And in this video, we have highlights of the Cincinnati Lions' first ever playoff game in franchise history against the Miami Heat. And these are highlights you're not going to want to miss. And we're also going to get you caught up on all the game ones, who won each of the game ones in each of the playoff series, and what happened with those. Now, I know a lot of you guys are itching for me to get to the off season, but after playing an 82-game season on 12-minute quarters and making the playoffs, I am excited to get in some playoff action. So we'll get to the off season pretty soon, so hang with me there. If you're new to the channel, I'm Coach 2K. If you want to learn how to play my league, you're going to want to hit the subscribe button, click the bell to get notified whenever I upload anything new. I'll put a link to the very beginning of this series up in the corner of the video. So, first game we're going to look at. The Chicago Bulls played the Detroit Pistons. This is a 1 versus 8 matchup, and the Chicago Bulls won 104-94. Rayshawn Oden, not a monster performance. He had 22 points to lead the Bulls. And Omari Swift didn't really have a good game here. I mean, 11 and 12, 2 blocks. I mean, that's a pretty good game, but not enough to give the Pistons a win in the first game of the series. Bulls going to win this one in 4. That's my prediction. Surprise here, Indiana, after winning 11 straight at the end of the season, lost game 1 against the Raptors, who'd really been slumping. Daly had 23 points, and Warwick had 18, I think. But the Raptors come out with the game 1 win to steal home court, and they lead that series 1-0. I expect the Pacers to bounce back. They're one of the best teams in the league, especially in the East. I thought they were very tough. We didn't beat those. Well, yeah, we did beat them one time this year. All right, I think this is a 4-5 matchup. The Nets with Sean Rooks, the MVP of the league, played the Bucks, and the Bucks came out on top. Fuquan Man, rookie, led the Bucks. He's a really great player for them, a great young player. And Rooks had a good game. I mean, 36-12. He's got some blocks in there. But we expect the Bucks to probably win this series. It may go pretty deep into the series, I would think, but the Bucks have been hot. I mean, they were around the AC when we got hot, and they finished it with home court advantage. The Lakers, they decided to really kick the Portland Trailblazers, and look at Hot Rod Dupree, 25 and 10, 6 assists. He had an awesome game to lead them. Biedron's probably one of the best players for the Portland Trailblazers. He had a pretty good night, but they still got beat by 20. Lakers are probably going to take this one in 4. I mean, the Lakers won 69 games in the regular season. I don't see them getting beat in that series. Next up, the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Oklahoma City Thunder by 67 points as Dunn had, 30? Kingsley 25, Ulrich 21 and 17. Ulrich and Ikeem Kingsley, two of the best players in the league. Gatson led the Thunder in mediocrity there as a 67-point loss. So we know that's going to go probably just 4 games. Thunder going to get swept there. Watch them come back and win the next one by 2, which could happen. Next up, the San Antonio Spurs got their victory against the Golden State Warriors. Is that right? I thought the Warriors won that one. Anyway, Patterson, he had a really good game. He's a really good point guard for them. And Weber, Rookie of the Year, led the Warriors, but ended up that the Spurs take game 1, and the Warriors are now down 1-0. I expect the Warriors to bounce back a little bit there. Next series, the Houston Rockets against the LA Clippers. I wish I would have watched this game. It went down to 95-94. The Houston Rockets take it. And you look at some of the stats there. Chang Uwawa had a double-double, 13 and 12. And for the Clippers, Xavier Jamison, he led them. Bell had 18. He's been pretty quiet lately. Rice Jr. 14 and 11. Pretty good game for him. Rockets go up 1-0 in the series. All right, so we're going to play the Miami Heat. Gary Henderson, he's a very good player, but he was quoted as saying he cannot believe he did not get the MVP. He thinks he's the best player in the league. I thought they were a pretty good team, but I don't think he's the best player on the team. Curtis Jennings, his running mate, both these guys, 1 and 2 in assists, but really a lack of confidence in the team. This Curtis Jennings made the all-defensive team, but from 1 to 15, most of these guys weren't really feeling great about how their performance has been going with the team. Roderick Hunter, he was all rookie. He's a 7-footer who can shoot the 3, and he can be pretty dangerous. But their superstar, Ikeem Booth, normally a 90-rated overall player, a 20-point, 11-rebound game player, is injured, and he is out for the season. He broke his left ankle, and so we will not see him in this series. And we did not beat the Miami Heat during the regular season, and you can see, he's not feeling very good about the injury, and so it'll be disappointing not to see them at full strength, kinda, because we want to advance. So anyway, there's Donnell Jennings. He is our star. Young guy, 23 points a game. Look at that field goal percentage. And Gary Henderson, who probably should have been MVP according to him. And so we are ready to get started and face these Miami Heat. The Miami Heat arena, look at the playoff atmosphere. The fans came ready. They were cheering loud as we go with the same lineup that we've been going with basically since we traded for Jennings and Drew. And so it's been a pretty steady lineup. I think we're going 9 deep basically in the rotation. I thought about taking it down to 8. So here's the tip as we tip off the first playoff game in franchise history. And so let's see if we can get a score here. We're going to go, looks like we're going to a little pick and roll, and we're going to try and get the ball down low off of a mismatch, but we took it to Zing and he missed, but Drew gets the rebound. He misses, and so we did not get a very good first possession there as they get out in like a little mini transition. And I think that's Jennings. Jennings scores, and he takes the first basket of the game. We get it to Jenks, and we run him off the screen, and they did a pretty good job defending that, at least getting the guy down there, but he still scores to tie the game 2-2. And look at Henderson wide open. One thing I love about this roster is when guys are open, they shoot. And so if I give these guys any space, you see Drew working inside with a layup. If I give these guys any space at all, I mean, they're launching it. And that is fantastic as Drew scores again inside to give us a 6-4 lead. And here we get it to Billups. Billups inside on the pick and roll. He would score. And look at Billups in transition with the dunk and give us a 10-4 lead early. We're off to a good start. And again, we sagged too much there. Nice pick and roll play by the Heat. And look at Bishop, man, with the odd looking fadeaway. And look at the long pass, and I thought sure he was going to shoot that, but I got me off my feet, and he ended up getting to the basket to tie it up at 10-all. But look at Jenks here. That's a good spot for him. He could shoot that 3 right there, and that's a nice little play we've added as a little bit of a wrinkle there. They tried to get the alley-oop, but we disrupted it. We got it out in transition. Look at Zing, man. Gave him just a little bit of space. And he drains it, nothing but net. Another 3, and here he's going to get the assist to Calvin Hood. And now we got an 8-point lead here as we get it inside to Drew. And we are rolling early. We're up 20-10. Look at Jennings there. He gets a little bit of space. And like I was talking about, he takes the shot. But look at Melly in the corner as Zing finds him. And things are looking pretty good here. Initially, it's always great to get off to a good start there. They took it down low, and I think that's Stauffer. Stauffer hits the 3, or it's Cantor. And still a 10-point lead early in or late in the first quarter here, as Henderson gets to the rim. Nice alley-oop here from Double O to Jonathan Myers as he gets the dunk. Nice finish there. And we're in transition. Look at Melly stopping, popping, and he nails it. But his foot was on the line, so it was long two. There's Jonathan Myers with the steal. He gets it to Drew. Drew kind of gets in the post and spins. He misses, but look at Bonzi Harris as he gets hammered. No call. Well, with the body. Nice backdoor cut there. I think that's by Henderson. Henderson and Jennings, man, they're a handful. And if Akeem Booth was out there, it would be crazy as you see Bonzi Harris muscle his way. And we got a 14-point lead now, as I think that's Hunter or Bishop, can't really tell. And look at this play by Myers as he goes opposite on the screen. And it's just an open lane. There's nobody down there. And he gets the dunk. And they get it inside to score. And, oh, nice play here. Watch. We play good D. We knock it away, but, you know, it's always going to go back to the offense. And whenever the ball's tipped, the next shot always goes in, almost every time. There, they get a basket. And so it's an 8-point game here. So in the second quarter, the Heat are making a push. And look at Jennings there. That guy can fly down the court. And so look at this with Hunter finishing the break at the rim, pushing them within 5. And thought we played pretty good D there, but he still scored. And look at that. Oh, look at the alley-oop. I think that's the Bishop. Nice play, transition, so they're back in it. And look at this play by Jenks with the little dipsy do as he gets to the basket and scores. Here he's going to come off the screen. And he didn't dunk it, but still laid it in. Pushes our lead up to 5. And look at Jennings here, posting up Calvin Hood. I thought Calvin played respectable defense there, but you got to hand it to Jennings with a nice shot. Look at this moving screen here, man. Look at it, just all over him. And gives him the space he needs to shoot. Brings it within 1. And they get in. And oh, look at Billups. Billups was a monster on the glass here. And look at the Euro step by Jenks. Jenks takes the Euro step in there. The chemistry with the team is over 87%. Everybody's getting along great. He gets a chance for the and one opportunity here as you get a look at the atmosphere in the arena. Sometimes I just like the scenes to play out and have a look at them and just kind of enjoy the game. One of our leagues, one of the guys played in the league, Alabama Rob, he always wanted to play through, let the cut scenes play their way out, you know, not to skip through them, to make it seem more realistic. And that was always fun. I always enjoyed doing that. So I try and do that on my own sometimes. As you see Jennings, and he scores. And is it a tie game? No, we got a 2-point lead. And there, they tie at 48 all as we gave Jennings a little bit of space here. And we take him off the screen. And look at the dunk by Jenks. Jenks just came in. I think he was on the bench. And look at this play here as Jenks. There's nobody in the paint. They got a 7-footer, man. And there's nobody in there. The 7-footer, I think he might be on the bench right now. And Hunter, he was that Rookie of the Year candidate. So, anyway, they're hanging tough here as Jennings and Henderson have been playing well all game long. But look at Drew in here. They almost flew through there and blocked it. But at the half, we are leading 55-51. We turned it over a little bit. Jennings had 20. Jenks had 17. And pretty good first half. That first quarter, it was great to get off to a good start to give the team some confidence here as we're trying to play some defense. And again, we get taken off the dribble. Nice job there. Look at the screen here. Look at this pass to Drew, who finishes the roll to the basket. He gets fouled, and he converts the and one here. And there I meant to get Zing to the corner, but we threw a bounce pass to him instead. And look at the flopping. Jennings is flopping, which reminds me, I went to see the Heat play the Pacers in real life, and probably one of the most enjoyable experiences was when look at Zing with the duck. Probably one of the most enjoyable experiences was when the chant got started with Wade that he's a flopper. And so the whole arena, man, he's a flopper. You can see that on YouTube. That's probably the best chant we ever came up with in Indiana. So look at this play here as Zing with a guy in his face. I mean, he's got ice in his veins out there. He knocked that one down like he wasn't even there. And they come on the other end and reduce it down to 10 here. And look at the block. They block double O. Come on, double O. You're 7 feet tall. And they get it to Stauffer in transition, who scores the 3, gets it down to a 7-point lead. And look at this play here. Look, he falls on the ground, and he immediately pops back up and they get it inside. The reaction time, I thought, was outstanding there. So anyway, Bonzi Harris with the left hook. Nice job, Bonzi. Nobody can really stop Bonzi. And it's funny because on my roster, in my coach game plan, it's like everybody almost has the fire symbol next to their name. We've been playing so well. We've won 8 straight. We've run 15 of our last 17. And but here we got a 3-point game as Bonzi Harris turns to the baseline and scores. And here we're working him inside again. And look at the fadeaway, and he drains it to give us a 9-point lead. And we're in transition again. And we get it down to, is that Bonzi again? Yeah, that's Bonzi. Bonzi, look at him. He's excited. He's worked up. But look at this play here. We got caught snoozing. We were snoozing as Haley got the crowd going with like an awesome slam dunk there. Look at the block by Jennings. Jennings had a few plays here on defense that were really great. And there they lose the ball. They get it back to Jennings. He's going to get the screen at the top. And he's going to get the guy leaning. And the scoop pass to Drew. Drew finishes it and puts our lead back up to double digits to 11 as we get close to the end of the third quarter. And we're starting to feel like we can win this game. And had a lot of screens here. Look at that play there. We hammered him. Double O really hit him hard, but he still finished. And so he converted the and one after getting the foul call. And nice play here as they were sneaking down low. So we threw it up to the high post and down low. There they were double teaming Drew. And look at Zing, man, popping another 3, not even hesitating. And Drew scores again inside with a reverse dunk. Coach can't believe it of the Heat. He got fouled, but he missed the and one. And Jennings with Billups inside again. Look, there's nobody in the paint. The Heat started out the game. I mean, they were shooting a lot of bricks. I was a little surprised look at that block by Jennings. I was a little surprised at how poorly they shot. And look at another block by Jennings. The defense has been really stellar for the whole team as Jennings tries to take it to the basket. He gets fouled as we are up by 16, 17 points. He makes it an 18-point lead with 9:30 to go. And Jennings gets wide open in the paint. Look at another transition play here as they go to the baseline there. My one complaint about NBA 2K19, guys don't spot up at the 3-point line. But look at that, we got another steal. And we get out in fast break. And look at Zing popping a 3 on the break to give us a 19-point lead. And things are looking good, but we just gave him Henderson just a little bit of space. And he took it. Look at this play here. Look at that dunk by Bishop. That's nice find by the Heat. And so they're getting out in transition a little bit here. Look at that. We fouled him like 20 feet from the basket. And he got the continuation play. I like the enthusiasm. But hey, dude, you are down, Henderson. Big time as we're up 15 here. Zing's going to miss it, but as Billups did all night, crushing the boards, man, he would end up with 22 rebounds. a career high for him, and also a franchise high and a team playoff record. 22 rebounds, man. He was rebounding everything. Look, we got another block. He had 3 blocks in the game. There, they missed. He got another rebound. I mean, he was cleaning the glass all over. Watch the thing here. He's going to spot up and drain it. And that's a 20-point lead right there. And to cap things off here, we're going to get it to Jennings. And he's going to get a wide open dunk. And we would go on to win this one 121 to 106. You can look at the stats there. Oh, I'm so excited. We got a win in our first ever playoff game. And we feel like we can make some noise in the playoffs. And, looking at this game, we're like, we think we can win the next game in Miami too. We think we can win this series and move on to the second round. Look at the stats there. Henderson and Jennings, I mean, they had great games, 30 points each. Pretty good game for both of them. Bishop played pretty well. Haley had that one awesome dunk from the baseline. And so pretty strong win for us over them. Jennings had, 28 points. Look at that. Zing and Drew had 23. Developed 14 points, 22 rebounds, 3 blocks, a couple of steals. I mean, look at Hood. He had like 12 assists too, I think. Social media was buzzing after the game about Billups' rebounding performance as 22 boards. Let's hope he keeps dominating the paint. So, all right, guys, you let me know what you think of the first ever playoff game in franchise history. And we were excited. We thought it went really well, and we were happy to get the victory. As there's a look at the playoff bracket. And so we will prepare for game 2. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. I am Coach 2K. I'll see you on the court in the next video. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy.